evening, guys. Welcome back to episode 13 of the Hot Toys Veteran. Tonight we have a I'm kind of winging it tonight. I have a few topics I want to talk to you guys about. It's gonna be fun though, and I just want to welcome my friend, special guest, D'Lo the Man. What's going on, man?
Can't hear you.
Really?
Can't hear you.
No, get out of here. Stop it.
Can't hear you.
No. What's going on? Wait. No, nothing's wrong here. You sure? No. This is bad. What's happening? Wait, let me get you out again. Hold on 1 second. Technical difficulty, guys. What's going on? Hold on. There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
You muted my mic. That's what it was.
No, not at all.
I think so.
No, not at all. Believe me, I know what I pressed. So let's go. So we're all good now.
Yeah, we should be good. We should be good.
Yeah, no, I didn't mute anything. I just took you out of the stream, put you back on, and then that happened.
No, we get it out the way now before
Yeah.
like 500 people are in the chat.
What's going on?
Nothing much, buddy. Another day in paradise.
Yeah, let me see who's in the chat real quick. Insane One, what's up, man? What's going on? My friend, thanks for being here. All right, guys. So tonight we're going to do I want to talk about a few things. So last time we spoke about the whole In-Art Joker thing that was going on, and we really didn't get into anything else. And there were a couple of figures that were announced. There was a Gandalf figure that, I didn't really care for, but it looked really good. And the Batman figure. What do you? I was going to ask you too, because since we didn't speak on it, I don't know how you feel about those figures. But what are your thoughts on like Gandalf, for example?
That Gandalf looks really good. Really, really good. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan as well. I haven't collected a single one because I'm not a big fan of the Azimuth line that they have out there. Just leaves a lot to be desired, especially the price that they're asking for a lot of those figures. So the In-Art one, very impressive. I'm not gonna lie, it's on the radar. I'm thinking about it really hard. I hear there's a rumor there's an Aragon on the way too.
I think so.
Aragon is gonna come soon.
Yeah,
I want to see.
I don't know if you saw they had a whole list of like figures that they were gonna make eventually. I didn't really pay attention to the list, but there's a few Marvel figures and DC figures on there that look, they look, just by seeing the name, you wonder what they're going to look like when they come out. So we have to wait and see. I never really looked at the list in depth, but hopefully, like I said, after my two figures, I'm done anyway. But hopefully, they make good stuff for people who are going to stick with that line, with that company.
Absolutely.
William, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Moises, what's going on? Salute. Thule, my friend, thanks for being here. All right, so let's see. So let's get right into it, guys. Let's see. We're going to get into the In-Art stuff right away. So here we have the Joker. We talked about this already. This is a close-up from the Las Vegas event that they had. Encore, they called it Encore event. This is a cool pose here. Hot Toys made this. I don't know if you remember. Do you have this figure or not?
I have as far as the In-Art one, I have one on order.
No, I'm saying the Hot Toys one.
Oh, the DX11? Yeah. No, I had it for a little bit. It was something I was searching for a very long time, and I found it at a local comic store. And honestly, I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much. It was definitely old. It was older by that point. By the time I got in my hands,
of course, yes,
it was a little rougher. And then, I was such an admirer of them because that's the most photographed hot toy on the planet out of anyone out there. But I didn't realize the photos I was looking at, those were like custom head sculpts, and people have tailored them over there. They really modified that one along. But when I got the stock one, I wasn't impressed. I'm not gonna lie. and it left a lot to be desired there. So I wound up selling it within like the first year of owning it, to be honest with you. So I was really hoping for a new Hot Toy version, but NR came through in the clutch and gave us an alternative here. So, looking from this first photo, it looks incredible.
You know, it's funny. If you try, so I have mine displayed like this, the Hot Toys one, and it was tough being able to do this pose, like to be able to hold the jacket like he's doing it here. Those bodies were not flexible like that back then, and
No,
it's actually,
not at all.
if you look at it, if you look at mine, actually, the jacket is barely hanging off the hand because there was no way to actually get that hook in.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Hot Toys shows you those pictures of it like that, and you can try as much as you want to try to recreate that pose, and it's
Right.
a nightmare. It's not like
It's so
nearly
true.
impossible. Yeah, it's nearly
very
impossible.
true. Those photos are misleading, but I'll tell you what, though, in Hot Toys' defense, though, when they came back and they did the quarter scale, much better figure. Doesn't get enough love, but much better. That one I still own. I still have the quarter scale one.
The quarter scale, I never. Which one do you have now? Because remember they made 2 so far at least.
I got the deluxe. I got the deluxe quarter scale.
You got the one. Joker. You got the one with the
comes with 2 head sculpts. The one painted like this.
One of them was like half painted on with Heath Ledger's like actual face. That's the one I liked. I like that one. I didn't really like that one. But that second one with that extra head sculpt of Heath Ledger halfway painted, that was the one I wanted. And I was like, man, if I get this, that means I got to go back and get Batman. And I was like, I don't really want to get into that right now. So that's why I didn't get it. But I almost got it because of that head sculpt, because that was the exclusive one.
Yes, it is very nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Eric, my friend, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Yeah, the Joker. So this here, this is what I want to talk about. So this looks, I mean, compared to like the real character in the movie, and I should have pulled up a picture. I don't like this hair. I feel like it's too short for what the figure is.
You don't like the slick black?
I feel like it's supposed to be a little more pointy out. You know what I mean? I feel like it's too rounded off. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you're right. It should be a little bit more pointed, and this is where, rooting can be a negative thing, in my opinion. There, with the sculpted hair on the Hot Toys version, it has a more like pointier hairstyle to it there, and that can be achieved because it's sculpted in. When you're rooting, you're working with a product, styling gel and all kinds of stuff, so it can only go so far. So this one here, I agree with you. I mean, I'm not crazy about this hair there, but I was surprised to hear that you didn't like it.
Yeah, no. I mean, and again, it's not that I'm against rooting at all. I think if they do it right, it looks amazing. But this the hairdo specifically, I didn't really like it. Like I said, Hot Toys is figure, both hairs, both head sculpts and both hairdos on the heads, really, really nice. No complaints, and I feel like they look very, very movie accurate. But this here, I don't know. It's off for me. Boy, Dylan, what's up, man? When do you? Actually, a few weeks ago already, about almost a month ago. Thanks for noticing. 2 years later, my friend. So much for being supportive, but thank you for being here, boy, Dylan. So. Yeah, no, I that's the only thing that I love the detail on the forehead. It looks realistic, the cracks and all that stuff. But the hair, it's like, I still order the other piece though. The what is it? The B one, which is like with his eyes are all crazy eyes and his
jacked
hair
up. Yeah, good man, good. Let me ask you: do they have a sculpted version of this one as well too? Is it going to be solely rooted?
I didn't see that. If they do, I don't know.
I haven't.
All I saw was A. This is A, and then B, and then obviously C. It's both. You get the pair.
Now, is this one as expensive as the Joker, or is it like a little bit less?
I think if I remember correctly, it was about 300 and change.
300 and change. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, like I said, it's still more than Hot Toys, and it shouldn't be, but I don't know, I will never understand how they come up with those prices. But like I've always said, I think it's just a money grab. I think they're just here to take as much money as possible. And if that weren't true, pre-orders wouldn't be open again for that Joker. You know what I mean? They would have kept their word with, let's keep it those 2 weeks, and whatever happens. I think that would have made them even more special in the community in that aspect, because now it's only 2 weeks. They're really going for whatever pre-orders come their way, and then go from there. But no, it looks like they just want that money, and that's what was the turnoff for me immediately. I didn't like that one bit. So good luck to them. But after, like I said, I've been saying that all the time now. After my 2 figures, I am done. I don't care if they come out with the best figure in the world after my 2 figures. I will not buy it. I just won't.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm upset about it being non-exclusive when originally it was supposed to be timed to make it hence an exclusive if you don't do it by that time. So I agree with you on that there. My theory on that there is I don't think the demand was as high as they were expecting it to be. Exactly and they had an internal number that they wanted to hit, and they didn't hit it.
That's exactly right.
And this is where Queen Studios, I feel, underestimated the Hot Toys market. What they don't understand about Hot Toys collectors, we are the cheapest collectors on the planet. We are so cheap when it comes to anything there. We complain about every price, whether it be justified or not. We will complain about it. Mark my words, you will hear somebody make a comment. Yep. And at the same time, for your first figure, it wasn't very consumer friendly. Yep. I mean, entry level on this thing here was $350-ish.
Yep.
Right? For one. Yep. If you wanted one that was rooted, you're looking at $1,000. So coming from the hot toy game where, we felt like they were starting to become overpriced, you went the other direction. I thought if a company was going to come and compete with Hot Toys to an extent, that they were going to offer an affordable alternative with the same sort of quality that Hot Toys presents, not go the other direction and make it higher. Because, I personally, I'm so ignorant about that, because I was hoping for it to be friendly competition to keep Hot Toys honest with their prices and not overcharge for their figures. Now you just opened the floodgates and took advantage of a whole bunch of collectors who were willing to dish out the money off a whim that this is going to be better than what they got before. You got people hooked on $1,000, packages coming their way this Christmas over here. And now Hot Toys sees that, and they're like, well, if they're willing to pay this, we can charge a little bit more for that. And that could defeat the whole purpose of why we wanted competition in the first place.
That's exactly what you just said. I said that months ago. I said they should have came in, if they were real about competition and they were real about, just coming into the community as a good quality product. And even if they said better quality than Hot Toys, let's just say, which they never did. We just started saying that. We just assumed that they were just going to come out and say it was a better quality than Hot Toys. Their prices should have been at least close to Hot Toys, and close. When I say close, I mean less than Hot Toys. Why? Because yes, they're licensed, but they're only licensed in Asia. You know what I mean? They're not licensed everywhere else like Hot Toys is. So how is it that Hot Toys is paying for licenses and still be able to keep their prices where they are? This company is licensed in one continent, and their prices are higher than a company that pays, for licenses worldwide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, great. Could you imagine if Sideshow got the distribution rights to InArt, how much we would really be paying for these figures if they're already charging at this number right now?
Exactly.
Like, that's the part no one's really talking about. Like, this is expensive just for the region it's in.
Right.
They're not even officially over here. So imagine if they do decide to go to a U.S. retailer or authorize a dealer or something like that. We're going to be paying a lot more than $1,000 for certain products like this. I think the norm would probably be close to $500 because they have to make their cut, and so does InArt. So it's like, we're in dangerous territory. We got to tread lightly with this here. As much as we may like them, we got to be mindful of the market that they're pushing on us as well with their prices. So, well, I mean, we'll see what happens, but it's, tread lightly is what I'm saying to collectors. Just like, don't jump on the bandwagon because everybody else thinks they're going to do it.
No,
Do what you think is right with your money.
it's true. It's 100% true what you just said. And another thing that I wanted to say was, you know, I've compared, which I can't compare, but I've compared Soso Toys and InArt in the past, right? So InArt, Soso Toys came in, and their prices are very, very conservative. Again, they're not licensed. Okay, so you gotta make that clear. They're not licensed, but the quality of the figures that they're giving us are top notch. Every figure, for a while now, comes with 2 head sculpts. Okay, 2 really good quality head sculpts. Okay, InArt can't even say that. Okay, they're charging you per head sculpt an entire figure. Okay, so they're not even giving you a figure with 2 head sculpts at all. That's in my opinion, that's insane. We have a comment here from Bob Dylan. Says InArt did talk to Sideshow, wouldn't be worried. What do you mean talk to Sideshow about what? Like selling their stuff?
I assume that's what he's referring to. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know. And what did they say if you know anything? Treble Dust, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. So that's my thing. I think that they should have started off with a lot cheaper prices. It should have been at least less than Hot Toys in the beginning to get traction of customers, to get people to like their stuff. Flavio, what's up, man? And I think that's what they should have done as a smart business move. Get people hooked. Like, I'm going to give you an example. I don't know if you guys remember when Netflix came out. It was like dirt cheap, $6 a month or something like that. They're up to $14 now that everybody's hooked, or $17 or whatever it is. Now everybody's hooked. It's harder for people to be like, oh, man, I really don't want to get rid of my shows. Same thing that's going to happen with Disney. Disney was $60, $69 or $65 a year. Eventually, that's going to change. They're going to start charging you $100 a month at some point, because now people are going to be hooked, and people are just going to say, you know what, I'll just suck it up. Same thing with Amazon Prime. They started with the little memberships here and there. Now you're up to $130 a year. So I would rather that. And I think that's what they should have done, like every other company has done in the past. And they do that because it works. They do that because once you're hooked, for example, they make a figure now. I'm just throwing out there because of it's a figure that's coming to my head right now. An Ant-Man, right? They make an Ant-Man. And the following movie comes out. But now you have the one Ant-Man, and the figure, went from $250, now it's $350. You want to keep them both in your collection from the same company. Oh, man, I really want... You're most likely going to buy it because you're already hooked by that company's work, by that company's product, by the way they make the figure, by the likeness, by the materials, by whatever it is. But you've been there from the cheaper price up to whatever they went up to, because it's inevitable that they're going to go up in price. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? So to start off that high, what's going to happen is they're either going to not be able to go up to increase prices as quickly, or if they do keep increasing prices, $20 here, $10 here, $50 here, people are going to stop buying even quicker because they're going to be like, wait a minute, what's happening here? And
There's no room. That's the thing. There's no room at that point. You priced yourself out the market already. Now you're a statue.
Exactly. Yes, Green CEO and John spoke with Sideshow once in person before the event, and but that's just to sell their product. That's not how's that going to work? It's going to be the shipping. It's going to be from Sideshow, and then tax and all this stuff. If each figure is going to be, for example, this was 300 and change, it's going to be 500 and change. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's going to work out for them unless they lower their fees for Sideshow somehow and charge them a little bit less to get the. I don't know how that would work, but it's not going to be good, because, for example, the double pack, the Joker double pack from Kit Chen was 600 and something, right? And that's just sculpted. 600 and something. And a lot of that alone is just shipping. You know what I mean? And it's about 100 and change, I think, obviously including his profit and stuff, but it's over $100, above what retail is. So that's what's going to happen if they go to Sideshow. It's not going to be fun for collectors, and that's why they should have started at a cheaper price. And that's just would have been the smartest thing. But again, I'll never stop saying this. They came into the game knowing that they're just going to take as much money as possible, which again, that's why the pre-orders for this Joker that was supposed to be a 2-week pre-order thing has become the entire time, because apparently they were supposed to be released in December. So we're almost in December and they're still on pre-order. So there you go. They already have people hooked to keep them. Nah, I don't know about people hooked yet.
I wouldn't go there either. You got people excited,
right.
but you can't get anybody hooked until they have something in their hands to actually.
Correct.
We got one review of a prototype, guys. We cannot say we're hooked. No one's hooked yet.
Right.
I mean, what's going to tell us if people are hooked, Drumble, is going to be the secondary market. If it's scarce and people are not selling those after getting them in hand, that's going to tell us what we're really working with or not. If it turns out you're right, Drumble, and people are hooked because they have it, that's one thing. But until anybody actually has it in hand besides one reviewer right now, you can't say that anybody's hooked. We're all excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for it too. I have one on order. Fab says he's got the 2-pack. I've got the single, sculpted one. And that was it. So it looks good photos-wise. No one's denying the quality of the work that's clearly being put into these prototypes.
Right.
But we're all been in this game long enough, guys, to know the difference between a prototype and a final product. So, until we have a final product in hands, no one can honestly say they're hooked yet. We're excited for the potential. And I'm right there with you, Trumbull, on that, for sure.
And, not only that, but to get anybody hooked, the product has to be either as good as a prototype or better. It can't even be slightly worse, because that'll be a problem. It'll look like a bait and switch. People, believe me, they will lose their minds over that. Even just the slightest, this doesn't look right. This is ugly. This is weird. The paint is off. The color's off. The head is off. Anything like that. Believe me when I tell you, people are going to turn on them faster than they're going to like them. Let me see. This is Thule. InArt has my deluxe root. This guy. You didn't even get it yet. What are you hooked on? Oh, you're hooked on the money. Yeah, they definitely got you hooked for the money. Absolutely. Disagree, my dudes. The hype of the Joker has people hyped, but like I said, to keep them hooked, Joker has to be in hand for collectors to go, okay, see what they're doing. It's like, well, we'll see.
That's you're kind of echoing what I just said there. Trouble. Yeah. You're saying you're hooked, but at the same time, you're also admitting that people need to get it in hands first. So which one is it? So, but listen, if you're hooked, man, good for you. Me personally, like I always say, every time I jump on the channel here, I reserve the right to change my mind.
Now, question for you, Trumbulos. What are you hooked on? Explain to us what is that? What do you mean by that? Just so we understand. Maybe we're not understanding what you mean by hooked. Are you hooked on the pictures? Are you hooked on what you've seen so far? Are you hooked on what the company has been saying? What exactly are you hooked on? Because you can't be hooked on the figure because you don't have it. Nobody has it. You know what I mean? You saw the video. You saw maybe I'm assuming you saw the the review. You've seen the pictures, like on their website, pictures like this. So explain what you mean by like hooked. Hooked on what exactly? Just so we understand. Maybe we're not understanding what you mean, because like he was saying, like D'Lo was saying, and I was saying, you can't be hooked on something you don't have. You know what I mean? So maybe we're not understanding what you mean by hooked. Maybe you mean something different. With following offerings. Oh, you mean like their future products or future figures? You don't drop 1K to dip your toes. Yeah, well, no, it depends because if for example you're into rooted hair, right, and that's the only thing that made the difference, sculpted or rooted hair, that's what's going to change the price point. So I don't think it has to do with dipping your toes. I think that if you lean more towards the rooting, there was no testing the water. There was no, well, let me see, maybe get one piece. It was either you're all in, you're all out. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
That's how I was marketing in the beginning, guys.
right. So there's no like, so for example, if you were just a sculpted guy, right, and you didn't care about rooted, then for you to dip your toes and test the waters, you would have said, you know what, let me just get the single pack just to try out their quality, just to try out if I like it. Just that would have been your only way, your only way out of, not jumping all in. But if your choice was the double pack rooted, there was no dipping your toes and testing the water. You had to do it, or you couldn't do it. You know what I mean? So I don't think it has to be about being a baller per se. I mean, obviously, if you've got money like that, then But I just think that you had no choice. You know what I mean? If your thing is rooted, you had no choice. So it was either you spend 1,000 or you don't.
Yeah, to kind of add on to that, man, it's just like I wanted a rooted Joker. Like when I saw the rooted one originally when it was being offered, I was like, man, like that's the one I would go for. But they didn't offer me a single option. They didn't offer me one rooted Joker, the way he looks primarily. No, I had to get that Joker with the prison scene Joker as well to get it rooted. And I was like, I'm not gonna get a second figure on something that I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. And just because I want a rooted hair version of the one I want. I only want one, but they didn't give that an option. So it was done strategically to make sure you had to pay a little extra to get that, that certain kind of piece. And when they did that, I said, I don't know if I want to do that. It's a lot of money. And at that point in time, we knew very little other than a couple teaser photos and a short video. So I was like, and you're only giving me until the weekend to decide. No, I want a Joker. I need a 1/6 Joker. So what I did was I played it safe, and I'm glad I did. I'm being honest because I think the sculpting one looks very good. So, and that's the one I decided to go with there. So I mean, if you're all in, good for you.
Right.
For me, it's all when it comes to Hot Toys and 1/6 collecting, it's all about risk analysis for me here because you're either a baller or you're a guy like me who has a budget in mind of what I want to spend,
right.
And I want to focus on keeping that in check because I have other things that I want to make sure I'm taking care of as well too. So at the end of the day, everybody's budget's going to be different. Everybody's choices are going to be different. Right. And, we will always respect yours. And just understand that, we're just giving you the yin to your yang about your excitement. We're not saying you're wrong and we're right or vice versa.
Exactly.
We're just simply saying that, hey, listen, guys, let's look at the full picture and not the picture that's being presented. Let's see what everything is.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say. There's nothing wrong with with your way of doing things. Absolutely not. You got it. Go for it. That's what you wanted. That's what made you happy, doing. So, it's just, I guess, just like everything in life, you have your way of doing things. Everybody else has their own way of doing things. So when you bring up a point like that, it's like, like, for example, oh, everybody's hooked. Well, my immediate response is I'm not hooked. I know that it's impossible for everybody. You know what I mean? For everybody to be hooked. So that's where that comes from. But nobody's saying that you're wrong. Nobody's saying that, it's just looking at the same point from different angles. Tremble Dust. Mr. Frank, what's up, man? Hooked on clowns. What's going on? Bob Dylan. I'm hooked on John every time he says 3 days or. Oh my God, boy, Dylan. Oh man, I guess I'm hooked on all the hype. Call it where you want. Yeah, that makes more sense. That I understand. I understand because anytime that Inner comes up with pictures and now with this encore event, everybody went nuts over it. Like it was like the figures were out for for shipping already. So that I understand. I get that 100%. I don't own a Ledger Jokers. Yeah, no, absolutely. If that's just going to be your first Joker, then forget it. Of course, you're going to be hooked on it because you want it to be the best of the best of the best. And, spending that money, you better believe that you're going to want it to be the best of the best of the best. So that I completely understand. And that makes a lot more sense why you're saying that. You know what I mean? Now I get it. You know what I mean? That you're hooked because, number one, it's your first Joker, which it's a huge deal for any, Heath Ledger fan or Heath or any
DC fan for that matter,
For DC, Heath Ledger, and specifically that the Dark Knight Joker that was, has been such a hit for every company that has made it, so that is 1,000% understandable. And now I understand what you mean by that. And it makes a ton more sense now that you say that. How to should make Ultimate eventually. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming at some point, but it's 100% coming. There's no way that they're going to miss out on their opportunity making that.
And don't be surprised if they announce it soon.
Yeah.
I mean, Hot Toys is petty. They are petty. If there's one thing we can count on, their pettiness levels. Okay,
yeah, but see, it's funny you say, and we talked about this last time too. Like, I understand what you're saying. 100%. I get it. But I don't think it would make sense for them to go from Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Catwoman, and then boom, Joker, and not Bane or what, or Scarecrow, or you know what I mean? That's why I don't think it'll come yet. I think if anything, and when we were talking about this, I said the same thing. I think what they're going to do is capitalize on their Joker and really destroy them by giving them, because all they're doing is giving them more time to wait until theirs comes out. They're probably going to get one. They're probably going to see what the hell they did differently, guaranteed. And I think that's where they're going to go, you know what? We're gonna show you who's boss. And I think that's where the pettiness is going to come from.
What's going to happen is what Hot Toys always does in these scenarios here. When something is getting a lot of traction in the community and it has nothing to do with them, the first line of attack, and this is every single time without fail, there will be a teaser picture posted out on their page, on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media events. It's going to be a silhouette of, whoever you think you want is going to be on there. So in this case, it's going to be the Joker. It's not going to give you any details whatsoever, but they dropped that photo, and I guarantee everybody who's talking about this right now that they are going to be very curious of what it is. And when they do announce it, obviously Hot Toys has to come out swinging because now they got their back against the ropes. And
they've done that. They've done that before. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like, listen, history has shown this time and time again. The level of pettiness that Hot Toys is willing to go to is unmatched. Period.
I know exactly what you mean because they've done that before, and that's how. And I mean, they've done it not out of pettiness, but they've done it as to like a tease to like get you, get the hype going. And oh my god, and that they won't talk about that silhouette for months after it was.
Well, no, they did it recently though. Don't forget the Batman movie that came out. They teased the Batmobile. Remember, they teased it. Jazz did a Batmobile.
Yeah. No, but I mean like figures. I'm talking about specific figure. Like a vehicle, like I get it. A vehicle is a different world. But because there's a lot of
They teased the Vulture.
Okay.
They teased the Vulture. We haven't got it on pre-order yet.
No, but the Vulture, remember that this was at the Comic-Con years ago already, so it's not something new.
Doesn't have to be. The point is, what a coincidental time they decide to post out that teaser.
Right, when the other two companies came out with one. Right.
Exactly. Right. So, I mean, it's not – I mean, you already said yourself, they already have it, right? And what's to say that they don't have a Joker 3.0 right now? Right. What do you say? What's to say that they're not going to tweak it after they get a better look at the in-art version and try to get it better?
Yeah.
And then, bam, 100%. Hit you guys with it. It's happened, guys. It happens a lot more than you guys remember, but it happens more and more every time someone tries to fight Hot Toys.
That's true. No, that's true, and that's what I mean. The Vulture thing is true as well. I completely forgot about that because when I think of the Vulture, I don't think of the Vulture as a brand new figure that just came out because again, it was already out there, physically under a plastic, not a plastic, a glass case, being displayed. So when you brought that up. and that's when it all clicked. We had those two companies. We had Toys R Us, and we had what was the other one? Forget the other one, because the other one was a new company that came out with that other vulture. And as soon as those two came out, there was so much hype on those two vultures that Hot Toys teased that little wing on the side. I remember that. So yeah, so there you go. So it's possible. It's possible.
Actually, Tremble just reminded me of one I completely forgot about. President Loki, classic Loki.
Classic Loki, yes.
And President Loki as well too is on the way. It's on pre-order right now. So I mean,
right.
it'll happen, guys.
They did the silhouette with President Loki too.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, not the silhouette. Isn't it up for pre-order now?
Yeah, but they did the I think they did the silhouette for the
classic. They did it classic, yes.
Yeah.
But they flat out just launched out a pre-order request for.
Yes.
But my point, but it still holds true though to it there.
Yes.
Once you've gotten your hands on a product which by the way, that that classic Loki from, was it So-So Toys?
Yeah.
Was it So-So Toys? It's gorgeous.
Classic Loki. Yeah, no, that was it So-So? Yeah, So-So Toys.
It was So-So, right?
Yeah.
Very good. I don't think anybody would need to upgrade or change it out there. But the point is, though, Hot Toys will still do it. Right. And they will still force you to kind of pick and choose which one you want to keep or sell.
Well, it's funny you say that. The figure is beautiful. I have it. I have the So-So Toy ones. And I would have, any other time, I would have ordered just two from Hot Toys just to display the two different faces. And because the So-So Toys is so good, I only ordered one Hot Toys.
There you go.
Yeah, there's no need. I mean, and if you look at them, they're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. The outfits aren't exactly the same. Obviously the materials are not going to be the same. The bodies are not going to be the same. The head sculpt, because I don't know if you guys know, but for those who don't have it, you don't replace the head sculpt. You replace the face. They actually gave you a circular face that you replace the piece of. So you just pull it out and you put the other one in, which is very smart. Huh?
Yeah, that's like a la like Jack Sparrow, the DX Jack Sparrow. They do the same thing, the DX-15.
Right. So
smart.
It's very smart. You save a lot more money than making a completely, a brand new head or different head or whatever. So they were able to save money, give us a lot of value, give us really, really good quality stuff. And, with the Hot Toys, it's going to be, a completely different world. But exactly like D'Lo said, now I don't have to get, because, again, that's just me. I don't have to get two of the Hot Toys ones because I don't really need them anymore. You know what I mean? I have two completely different looks, two completely different qualities, and they're both great. Obviously, again, not going to be the same body, not going to be the same clothing, not going to be the same quality of anything. But they're both really, really good. They're in their own way. Tremble Dust says, okay, I see the confusion. When I mean hooked on the idea of how well the Joker figure itself. Yeah, no, of course. Of
course, man.
That makes sense.
I'm with you on that, Tremble.
100%.
On that, 100%. Yeah.
Because everybody, I feel like, obviously not everybody, but I feel like a lot of people pre-ordered that Joker. A lot of people. Just, not even, forget the whole, Inert's going to be better. Forget all that. People just love that Joker, period.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, like some of you in the chat right now, that don't have that a Joker figure, whether it's from Hot Toys, whether it's from anywhere. Maybe you started collecting after the fact. Now it's super expensive. You don't want to go backwards. So that'll make it even more exciting for the person getting their figure. So that we understand 100%. That makes a lot of sense. This is an insane one. At Eric, Steve Blake, what's up, man? I'm not buying any in our figures. They're too nice. I can't have a bunch of Hot Toys sitting there. So.
Steve, this is great. Let me get your Hot Toys, bro. I'll give you my address after the stream. I got you. Collectors, look out for collectors, buddy.
Well, they look nice in pictures, Steve, so far. So we gotta wait. We gotta wait and see, what we actually get in hand. But I'm that's one thing I'm not doing. I'm not already sitting here going, Inart's going to be so much classier than Hot. I don't think so. I think, they're going to be, if anything, the bases alone are so different already. I feel like the bases are so much cheaper, except that wooden diorama piece for the Pennywise. That for using
Looks
real
good.
wood and stuff. Yeah, that's really.
But you know
good.
what? There's a lot of cool things that I'm not gonna lie. InArt's doing with these figures that are really nice. I mean, I love the idea of not having the crotch grabber anymore. I like that idea. I like the idea of being magnetized with a lot of things there.
Yes.
So I mean, they are still bringing innovation. Granted, it's not blowing your socks off innovation, but it's more like quality of life kind of innovations. I can appreciate that.
Right. No, that's true. That's true. At least they're giving you something that's gonna, like I said, a little bit more classy than Hot Toys. Hot Toys with those crotch hooks and the waist grabbers. I feel like they're still keeping them, I think, as toys. You know what I mean? They're still keeping their figures as toys when InArt is making them seem like they're more actually, if you really think about it, more like a statue. You know what I mean? Because you're not
statue mentality in a 1/6 figure. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're not using those crotch grabbers. You're not using those those waist grabbers that make the figure look like a figure. So yeah, no, absolutely with the magnetic bases and the feet. That's a really good idea on their part. Peyton, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. For InArt is a company that would keep people hooked. InArt will come out consistently with products and goes back. Yeah, if they come out with that Joker and it's fire, which as a company they have to do, and this is my opinion. If I was the owner of InArt, I would make sure that figure came out probably the best figure that I'll ever make. Why? Because if I give the people the best figure that I could possibly give them as the first figure from my company, and either way, people are going to complain no matter what. Okay, but
no question about that.
Yeah, in my opinion, as the owner, let's just say, I give the people, the best thing I could possibly do. If anything's wrong with it before it goes out, fix that. You have to fix that. Making sure that it goes out as perfect as possible, as perfect as I have control over. Then all that does for the customers is trust you and just expect more products from you, because now they know, even if in the future you just say, you know what, all right, you don't have to go so hard on this one. You could skip some steps. You don't have to make it 1,000% like the Joker. It doesn't have to be 100. But now people are going to expect this from the company, and then you'll have them hooked that way. Again, that's my opinion. If I were going to do, something like that in my company, that's how I would do it. But I think the first figure has to be on point, no matter what.
Yeah, I think InArt realizes that. I mean, I think that's why they chose the Joker to begin with. It's an extremely popular figure. The last one was released a very long time ago. Aside from the quarter scale one, which not everybody collects quarter scale, there's a scarcity for collectors who want the Joker, want that specific Joker. So you gotta wonder, like, hey, if you're looking at the secondary market, what that figure, the DX11 I'm referring to, that figure DX11 goes for on the secondary market, even with everything else that's going on, with everybody selling a lot lower, that was selling still for about a good $700 to $800 on the secondary market for everything going on. So I guess InArt's thinking was that, like, okay, this is something that we have experience with because they've done their Joker already before in statue form. How do we translate this to 1/6? At the same time, what can we charge for it? And you're seeing that the Joker prices are a lot higher than some of these other InArts that we're going to be talking about as well too. Starting with this Pennywise here. Pennywise, a lot more affordable, more in line with what a high-end Hot Toy would be demanding price-wise. So, I think the Joker from InArt is going to be a hit, guys. I'm not saying that it's not going to be everything that you're paying for. I'm not saying that. I agree with you guys. I think it's going to be worth the money there. So the question is here, not so much about this. It's a matter of what's going forward here. So we have Babs. What other figures do we have besides the Pennywise and the Joker?
Batman.
Batman
And Gandalf.
and Gandalf. Okay. So
This,
which one do you want to talk about first?
So let's get a close up of Gandalf here.
Now, guys, the way you were talking about the Joker, this is how I feel about Gandalf. That's how I feel about this Gandalf. I mean, anybody who knows about the harsh reality of being an Azimuth toy collector of Lord of the Rings would agree with me. This is hands down a work of art compared to that. Hands down.
And
So-
one thing. So I want to say hello. What's up, David? He says business is business, and I wanted to show you guys a little video of what they did with Gandalf. I don't know. Let me see if I missed it. No, I think
I think it scrolled past. Yeah, it went too far.
Yeah,
I saw it.
too far. Because you got to see how they set this thing up. It's so sick. This one, yeah, this is it. This is insane.
Fun fact: this is how Fabs combs his hair in the morning too. Exact technique
With the tweezers.
with the tweezers.
See, like, this is really nice. Look at the magnetic base. See, I think the magnetic base is probably my favorite thing out of everything they've done so far. Just because even if you like take it off the shelf, you don't really have to worry about it, tilting over and sliding off and falling over like they tend to do on a Hot Toys base. So here's that nice diorama base for the, what do you call it?
Pennywise.
For the Pennywise. But yeah, what do you think of that Gandalf?
I love it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that is hands down the best 1/6 Gandalf I've ever seen. I mean, smart. They did it rooted. They didn't cut any corners with this here. It's a really super impressive figure. This is a major player in a major franchise that's beloved by millions of people across the world. I think they knocked this one out of the park from the prototype, respectfully. So I think they even changed the staff out during production, because I guess it wasn't accurate to Gandalf. I don't remember. I followed some of the story. I didn't get into the details, but
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, supposedly it was supposed to be a different staff, or they got the wrong staff or something.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. I remember when that was going on, and then people were complaining, and then I guess they changed it. Again, I don't know anything about the character. I've never seen the movies, but I remember that conversation. Yeah, I remember that conversation when it was going on. Tremble does say,
on my DVDs, bro.
well, not everyone went nuts over what was shown at InArts. I know a lot were. Some canceled for other reasons. Better term would be anticipation of the figure has increased for some. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Now that you're seeing an actual product up close, it's not some pictures that from months ago. It's something that's people were actually able to see, go to Vegas and see in person. It gets a little bit closer to home, and it's like, oh man, like it's right there. Like now we could really see what to expect a little bit more than just plain pictures. That, of course, that makes sense. Yes, of course.
That makes sense. Exactly. Good timing.
Oh man. Let's see. Pew pew. Chris Santos, what's up, man? Thanks for being here, my friend. Do you think
great question.
could instead do something like an? Well, I said that I said that from a long time. I think that if they come out with a Joker, I think, and this is why I also think that they're going to leave it for last, because I think that it's time. We've gotten DXs from Hot Toys, and if you guys remember, one of the DXs was the police officer Joker with with the purple coat Joker. I think that after that they haven't done any double pack since. one of the figures that they never touched was the Nurse Joker. I think that what they're gonna do, and again, I've said this multiple times, for a long time. I think it's time for them to give us another Joker double pack. Again, it's the trilogy, and I don't know if we're getting to the Scarecrow. I think they should, but if they don't, it'll be Catwoman, Bane, and then there's really not much they could do with Bane. I mean, they could give us two different Banes. I doubt it. They could give us a regular Bane with the brown jacket. They could give us a motorcycle, of the
biker,
with the bike, yes, with the biker vest and all that stuff that a third-party company recently made. They could give us a 2-pack of that. There's really no reason to give you a double pack of Catwoman. They could have, if they really wanted to, they could have given us a Catwoman and a nurse not a nurse, a maid Catwoman. That would have been a nice 2-pack. But I'm thinking that they're going to give us a DX, and it's going to be, whichever Joker, and one of them is going to be a Nurse Joker, and that would be epic on their part.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think something like that would really go over really well. You can't do that with every figure and every character. Obviously, it gets expensive, not just us, but also for them.
Right.
But something like a character like Joker, and I mean, I've always wanted the bank robber Joker. I missed that one. That one I really didn't get. And what I hear from a lot of collectors who have it, they say it's the better head sculpt of Heath Ledger Joker compared to the DX11. People swear by that one. But I will say that, like, if Hot Toys decided they wanted to go that route, give us a 2-pack with the Joker, by a show of hands, somebody leave a comment in the chat there. Would you buy that one? Let's say a regular standardized Joker, and let's say either a bank robber one or the Nurse Joker. Me personally, I would buy that one, 100%. So
yeah, I think a Nurse Joker is necessary at this point. I think they've already made 2 bank robber Jokers. Remember, one with the mask on, one without the mask on. You know what I mean? So I think, it is what it is. But I would rather them do obviously something like the Nurse Joker that they never did before. I think it's about time, and it was such a big deal in the movie as well, because that's when he was in the hospital with with Two-Face. That's another figure. Even though they've made a Two-Face 2.0, there's a chance. Again, I doubt it because of that figure, they could still give us another Two-Face. We haven't talked about Scarecrow. We could get into what's his name, John Blake, if they really, which I doubt. Again. None of those demon, the ones from Batman Begins, that demon.
Here's my prediction. I think it's going to be, because we do have a Batman Begins, Batman on the way. Let's not forget about him.
Right.
There will be a Scarecrow reissue. I think there will be officially a Ra's al Ghul.
I think so too. I was just going to say
I think that will definitely finally come out officially, not the third-party ninja style or anything like that. I think we'll get one. Right. We still have the Joker that we're talking about. 100%. That one's almost a lock-in guarantee. So it's going to be a question of when. Bane, I think it'll be a 2.0. I don't think it's going to be anything special. It's going to be that one just upgraded. I think we'll get an Alfred again. And I think we'll get a Commissioner Gordon again. And possibly, if Hot Toys wants to flex, we'll get, what's his name? What's Morgan Freeman's character's name? Lucius Fox.
Lucius Fox.
There's a well right there for them to go down.
Yeah, but I feel like it's too much. It would be great for a lot of people, but I think
when has that been too much for Hot Toys? Hold on, they want to print money. When has that been too much?
I get that. No, absolutely. I'm not saying. I feel like it's too much in the sense, not that they're not going to do it. I mean, in the sense of it'll just make that Joker release that much longer. You know what I mean? Which I guess if they
we don't know which one's going to come out first. I think the Joker will probably come out first before all the ones that is listed.
Do you think so? I don't know.
We're talking about Joker right now with a different company. I guarantee before another Dark Knight trilogy figure is announced, it won't be announced before their Joker's announced.
You think
There's
so?
no way they leave that one for last.
Yeah.
Because Hot Toys wants to put their line in the ground. They're gonna be like, hey, this is ours, our
Yeah, of
version
course.
of it here.
Of
Which
course.
one are you gonna go with?
Of
Ours,
course.
theirs.
No, that absolutely no, and that's not wrong. I just, I always think as if I was the one doing it, so that's why like it doesn't, it wouldn't make sense to me to do it that way. You know what I mean? Like I always save the best for last. I keep building and building. So like I said, a Bane, a Scarecrow, and even like you mentioned, a Ra's al Ghul. But even the ninja packs, a DX Ninja double pack with Bruce and him. A DX double pack. That would be amazing. Really unexpected. How many third-party companies have made those double packs already? So it's a big deal, and they keep selling. You know what I mean? It's not like people don't like them. They keep selling no matter what figure, no matter what company makes them. They keep selling. So I think a double pack of them. I think a single pack of him in the suit with the mask and the cane would be a really, really nice one. The when he's really nicely dressed up of Liam Neeson in that scene. There's so much. That's the thing. There's so much for them to make that it's like I always think of it as if it was my company, I would just go, the big ones: Bane, Scarecrow, since they did Begins, and then right after that the Joker, because I don't think they're really going to get into every single character. But not that they can't. It's just I don't see it in my head, for them to go that route. That's why I'm like, nah, I don't think so. But not that you're wrong. It's just that's how I think.
We're completionists, man. We're completionists. We're still waiting for Loki from Endgame. We're not done. You know what I mean? Like that's how it goes here. I mean, at the same time, they've already done Two-Face. They've already done Catwoman. Both Batmans. Joker will definitely come at some point there. Bane, I don't know. I'll tell you this here. If Joker comes, rest assured, there'll be a bunch of announcements. Like in rapid succession. Because what you're gonna do here is you're gonna build so much interest in a Batman line. Like, hey, listen, we're not just gonna give you this guy and we're not gonna do any more. No, we're gonna give you the whole set. Everybody we've done, we're gonna do a 2.0 on it there. And we're gonna throw in some goodies we didn't do last time. Lucius Fox.
Yep.
The Ra's al Ghul. And true. You know what? Putting that information out for everybody to see up front, that's going to change everybody's perception about, if they're going to go the whole route. They're going to people are going to want to save to get that line together. Yeah. Because it's been long enough. And these figures have been a little bit older now. This is kind of going back to what we talked about last time about, when should a reissue happen? Well, I said, anywhere between like 8 to 10 years would be a good time, like an anniversary.
Right.
Now's a good time. I mean, it's been about 10 years since the trilogy started. So, you never know. We'll see.
That's a very good point. That makes a lot of sense. Tremble Dust says, here's my thing. Hot Toys ain't going nowhere anytime soon, regardless of, they're going to be, the top always. I think any company that comes out, they look up to Hot Toys. They have to respect Hot Toys, period. You know what I mean? No, I don't think anybody comes in as we're going to try to take them down. I think they come in as we want some of that money they're making too, Tremble does the classic have pre-orders out. Yep. Those are going to be so good. The Soso Loki is bananas. Yep. That's a really good figure. And for the price, Soso, yeah, that's the thing. They come out with good pricing too. They're not licensed, but they come out with really, really good stuff. And it's worth every penny because you get really good quality stuff. You don't get cheap, even though they're cheaper than Hot Toys, you still get good quality material, good quality head sculpts, very, very nice stuff. This Pennywise is on point. Yep, that Pennywise is nice. I don't like the hair, but it's nice. I like the cracking on his forehead. Payton, who makes the best game-related figures? I want Kratos. Ooh, I don't know. I have a Kratos it's like it's a 12-inch. I think it was NECA. NECA made a 12-inch Kratos with a talk box so that he's got a button that you press and he talks. He comes with actually here's some of the weapons right here. It's funny you bring that up. So I bought 2 of them, and just to be able to display the 2 head sculpts. So there was 2 head sculpts that he came with. So one of them is the Medusa head. Hold on. Let me put me on solo mode real quick so you guys could see. So this is one of the accessories that NECA figure comes with. So it's Medusa's head. Then he's got the the Blades of Chaos. Again, this is a 12-inch NECA, but he comes with the same blades with like fire on them, like he's swinging them, and they're really nice. See, so I got. Let me see. See, here's the head sculpt. This is one of them. The other one's got the mouth open, like the angry head sculpt, and then see, I got three blades here. Hold on, 3 blades here because it's supposed to be 4. Let me see if I find the other one. Oh, here's the other head sculpt. So here you go. So you can have a comparison. So again, this is NECA. So because I bought 2, these are the spare ones. One is angry, one is regular, and I have the other one displayed with the what do you call it? The extra, the blades of chaos, but they're like flame. Actually, you know what? Let me get it for you real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, let me get it. Let me get it real quick for you guys.
Of course, she has to leave that gain off right on the screen. I want that, boys. I'm not gonna lie, I want this one here. It looks really, really good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the Pennywise, but this Gandalf is definitely on my radar.
Yeah, so these figures are really cool. I mean, I don't really have them. They're hard to stand, so I don't really like have them anywhere. Like, so this is one. Let me put me on solo again real quick. So here's one. So it's really nice. Like I said, 12 inches. It's not bad. So here's the speaker. You turn it on here, and this is the talk button. Let me see if the batteries aren't dead. You hear that?
Yep.
Let me see.
I no longer walk with the gods. You defy the god of war. You will suffer for this. I am what the gods have made me. Return to Sparta and prepare for battle. My death is what began this journey. I no longer walk with the gods.
So he's got like 5 different sayings, right? And then so these are the fire blades. So it's like he's swinging the blades, and they're obviously like in the video game, they go on fire. So you put this on his hands. He's got 2. See, he's got these posts here, and those posts go into the forearm like this. Let me show you real quick. Right here. Hold on. I don't really mess with this figure much. I have it just sitting there. I never even really posted figures of it just because it was just not, I got rid of my NECA stuff, my NECA Predators and stuff just because, so you attach it under the forearm like this, and then it's like it's
That's
swinging.
sick.
Yeah,
That's
no,
sick.
it's not a bad figure. It's not a bad figure at all. It's just a pain to like, stand up and stuff. But see, this one's holding the Medusa head. And he's got the 4th blade. That's why I only have 3 over here in this box. And then this one had both blades with the flames on them. But I don't even know where the other one went. It's got to be somewhere over there. But yeah, those figures are decent for what they are. They're not. I think they were 100 and how was it? 100 something like 110 bucks, 120 bucks, something like that. They're super super old. So if you're looking for those, look on eBay. They should have them still. Let me see what everybody's saying. Yeah, I don't have these, so definitely. Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't have it, of course you're gonna be excited. And it's not gonna be like a cheap third party company that's making your first Joker either. You know what I mean? You're paying top dollar for that figure, so you would hope to be excited about it because it's not something that's gonna be it's a cheap third party, but I don't have one anyway, so. I really want it. Thank you, Thule. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Conquer, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Gandalf is very lifelike. Yeah, that's the thing about this Gandalf. He looks very realistic. I like I said, I don't know anything about him, but the figure looks beautiful. They're showing Aragorn tomorrow.
See?
And, oh, see,
I knew I heard something about Aragon. Yep.
Yeah, you were talking about that. So what event do you know, Conquer? Joker, Pennywise, and Terrifier, the three of the Packer clowns. Who's Terrifier? I don't know Terrifier.
Oh, he's a new clown in town, man. You know Terrifier?
No, I have no idea.
Oh yeah, he's the new hot ish right now.
But who is it though?
It's a clown. It's a killer clown. It's a movie.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I know what's the Spawn's clown?
Oh, I forget.
Yeah, he's got a name like that. That's what I thought it was. He's like, I'm not the. Oh yeah. Oh, the Violator? No. Is it the Violator?
I think so. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's something like that. The Violator. I'm the Violator. That would be epic. Bankrupt. Yeah, something. I'm telling you, it's got to be something different.
That would be cool.
They have to give us that Nurse Joker eventually. It's just inevitable. I think it's gotta come. That's one figure that nobody has made. Nobody. And I don't know if I showed you guys my Joker. Yeah, I did. I showed you guys my Joker a few weeks ago. My Nurse Joker. It was a custom that I made. I used. I bought an extra head sculpt and stuff, and I just put it together. But if they like making clowns, give us killer clowns from outer space.
Throwback.
Eric, my Papusa friend, what's up? What's going on? Thanks for being here. Faz, did you talk about the stealth? No, not yet. That's another one. Yeah, I gotta bring that up, guys. There was an announcement. I'll talk about it in a little bit. Thank you for reminding me. That's a big deal, bro. I'm pissed for that, but I'm hoping to get it. What? That's only 300. What are you talking about? Watch him do a reissue extra later with that cap. Yeah, maybe. It just sucks for those people who paid, for that overseas price. I'm getting one right now from Shanghai for retail. Thank God. It's not gonna be. I didn't overpay. I'm getting it for retail. The only thing obviously is got to pay for shipping. I'm going to try to get the shipping as cheap as possible, but I'm getting it through a friend who actually has people. He used to live in China. He's moved back. He moved back to the U.S. now, so he still has people in Shanghai or near Shanghai. He told them that the figure was for him. He told them to go get it. They got it for him, and so he's shipping it. They're shipping it to him here, and then he's gonna send it to me, or I gotta go pick it up or whatever. He doesn't live too far from me anyway. He lives in Jersey, so either way, it's not gonna be terrible. But I'm not paying, from a retailer at all. They got it straight from the Shanghai store in the Hot Toy store in Shanghai. So I was very happy about that. So I didn't overpay.
Do you think it's kind of odd that Hot Toys Sideshow only has 300 of these Captain Americas, but yet the Mark 46 was supposed to be exclusive and it's sitting available right now?
But here's the thing, though. Here's what the tricky thing is. Y'all excited for God of War? Absolutely. That game is going to be amazing. I was watching a video today on it, on like the new things they added to the mechanics of the game and stuff like that. Oh my God, it's going to look so awesome. Let's see, Conquering Aragorn from the race and China somewhere tomorrow. Oh, okay, China. Okay, let's see. Pure Stewage. Can't wait for the Rooted Joker. Thank you for being here, Pure. Can't wait for the Rooted Joker. I got it. Batman. Oh, nice. You got it from both from InArt, the Rooted and the what do you call it? The Rooted Joker and the Rooted from Batman from InArt. Let me know. Let me get. So this is where I'm talking about this. Let me see Sideshow, because this is where I think it's going to be confusing, and I think they did this on purpose. So let's see what's new here. So this is where it's tricky, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong, but so if you look at right here, it says special bonus for those that RSVP, right? So special bonus for those that RSVP. Only 300 available. So is it only 300 special bonuses for those that RSVP? Because I think that's what that means. I think because what's going to happen is, in my opinion, is you're going to RSVP. you're going to be the first 300 to get the special bonus, and then just like the Stormtrooper, just like the Mark 46, it's going to go up for retail, at some point after those 300 are gone. I think that's what's going to happen. So I think they're tricking you with the language, how they're putting that there to freak people out and tell you, oh my God, there's only 300 coming. I don't think it's 300 pieces. I think it's 300 special bonuses. And then then after those are gone, then you're going to get the regular figure. I bet you anything on that.
Yeah, I agree, because I think that's kind of where it was leading to there, because when I asked that question, like, isn't it kind of odd there's only 300 of this one over here, but yet the Mark 46 is sitting right now in Sideshow available to ship today.
Yep.
And I was like, that didn't make any sense. That's why I'm glad you pointed this out here, because, yeah, I agree with you. I think there's got to be some kind of special bonus. I don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Whatever it is, it's definitely preying on your FOMO. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, what's funny? I think, does anybody know if the figure, from Shanghai besides the gauntlet was part of the figure. It wasn't like an exclusive piece, right?
I don't know.
It came with the burnt Infinity Gauntlet after he snapped his fingers, and it was all burnt out when they went to see him. When they went to find Thanos, and he was cooking his soup. So that gauntlet came in the Shanghai edition. So what I'm thinking is, if it was a special edition, Shanghai only, I think they're doing the same thing. I think they're giving us the figure with the 300 of those with the Infinity Gauntlet, and then all the other ones are not going to have the gauntlet. If that was the special, Shanghai exclusive addition to the figure. If it wasn't, then I don't know what they could possibly add to the figure, as an extra. It's not going to be a hologram. It's not, the only thing that I can think of, and I don't know how they would do this, is, he comes with the 2 head skulls. No helmet, right? So maybe they could give you a loose helmet, for him to hold. I don't know.
I'll tell you what my guess is here. The blue shield. That's the only exclusive anybody would want. The Civil War blue shield. Not Civil War, I'm sorry, the Winter Soldier. Blue shield. That's the only thing there. Because, yes, he used the red, white, and blue shield in that movie as well, too. But when you think this suit, you think the blue shield. Right. 100% you think the blue shield.
True.
And I'll be honest with you, if they did that and I knew that was the exclusive bonus, I would be all in and get this here. If it's a gauntlet and it's gonna save me time and money, if I don't get the gauntlet, I'll wait and then I'll get it. But they're playing on the FOMO on this here, guys, and they're not giving you all the information because they want you to panic buy. Yes. I think someone mentioned that they've been getting emails lately as well. So low stock this, blue screen this here and that. Honestly, they make Sideshow maybe telling the truth, but I've been burned so many times by Sideshow that I don't know what's real and what's not when they're telling me information anymore. So I just sit there and wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want to miss this, go do it. But for me, I don't know. I don't trust Sideshow enough to say, hey, I got to put myself on this list here.
Yeah, I don't think that they're just gonna have what do you call it? I think what they're doing is limiting. Not limiting. I think what they're doing is making it seem like everything's limited to a certain extent to freak people out and then make you forced by. But just like you said, the Mark 46 sitting there, Stormtroopers are sitting there, and there's no reason for them to only have 300 of these. You know what I mean? So I think that's what they did. I think they're doing that. Only 300 available. It's only 300 special bonuses available, and then after that, you're going to get whatever the regular figure is. I don't think that it's going to be anything crazy, anything, But what I am shocked about is there's no exclusives really anymore. Then you know what I mean? Like if there's Shanghai, this is supposed to be for the Shanghai store only, and now they're coming here either they made too many, expecting a lot of people to order from Shanghai, and they didn't sell, and they're just bringing it here, or they had this planned all along. Because
Right.
even
Right.
if we decided to say, for example, oh, they wanted to create hype and get people all excited about these figures. Yeah, but the only people making money on these figures are not it's not Hot Toys or it's not Sideshow. It's going to be the resellers and the overseas sellers. So it wasn't to benefit them in any way if they created this for an overseas purchase only. So I don't know why. I mean, and it's scary too. It's very scary that nothing is exclusive, as exclusive at least anymore. And the price, I think, is going to be a little bit over 300, maybe 305.
I was just going to ask, so they want you to RSVP for this thing here for the opportunity to get it without even telling you what the bonus is or what the price is going to be.
No, because either way, so they would assume, and I'm assuming that they assume already that that this was already a Shanghai exclusive. So now it's coming to Sideshow. I don't think they really care if you know the price or anything. If you know that this is supposed to be an exclusive and it's finally at Sideshow, like me for example, I need this figure to complete my line. Therefore, I don't care what the price is, and I don't care what the special bonus is. And everybody has to RSVP in general. So you're going to have, hundreds or thousands of RSVP. Not everybody's going to get this bonus. So either way, you're going to want the figure regardless. You know what I mean? So I think that's what they're counting on. I don't think they care on if people, we got to give them the prices to see if they're going to buy or not. I don't think they care about that. I think they know that people want this figure because they knew that he was an exclusive only, and there's no way to make somebody want a figure more than tell them it's only available here, and then once it becomes available at your usual, retailer where you didn't expect it to begin with, once it's there, you're going to be like, oh man, it's coming, I'm getting it. And that's what's happening right now.
No, listen, I hear you, man. But I mean, the whole thing is I just find it's shady. It's shady. It's something where you can't expect the consumer to go in and buy something off of just the FOMO of it there. I mean, yes, that's in fairness, that's how we usually have operated in the collecting community for a very long time. But it just seems like, again, coming from the source of who it is, Sideshow, with blue screens that aren't really true, things that have sold out but suddenly come back into, available now status. It just seems like there's so little trust that 2 years ago, I probably would have jumped on this RSVP list. But me today, I'm good. I'll wait it out. I'll see what happens, because at this point, I have so little trust for what's true information that I'm getting right now that I'm prepared. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I'll get it from somebody who decides they want to sell it after they decide they want to get rid of it. I don't care. It's fine. I'll still get the figure home if I really want this figure.
Right.
But I'm not going to sit there and pay top dollar for something that I don't know what the price is going to be, and then only for them to have it available for everybody, and then it sits there, and then suddenly there's coupons and there's discounts and there's free shipping and all those other things that we're seeing right now. I think what they want to do is they want you to feel the need to have to buy it now, or else you're going to miss out. But at the end of the day, they're not doing the one thing that's going to make us really do that, and that's legitimately pull the trigger on how many are they really going to be producing, and actually forcing us to make these tougher decisions. It's all of a game of a bluff at this point with Sideshow, where they're constantly putting these types of things in front of us here, forcing us to do this, and then we wait, or I should say we do it like they want us to do, and then we're all excited and happy about our purchase, and then we find out, no, actually it's not exclusive after all, like it was supposed to be in Shanghai. Now suddenly it's coming to America. It's all marketing strategy now, and I'm starting to see it more and more, and I think this is going to be something, again, I can be wrong, do what you got to do for you, but for me as a collector, I'm going to sit here and play the waiting game, because I'm going to call their bluff on this here. I think this is fake. I think it's something that I will be able to get on Sideshow, and if I'm wrong, hey, I have nobody to blame but myself. But if I'm right and suddenly that thing is discounted and I can use a coupon on it, who doesn't want to save money?
I think that's 100% true. I think that's what's happening. I think they're making people, buy out of fear, and then what's going to happen is, those that jump first are the ones paying full price. All the ones like you waiting are the ones who are actually coming out on top using coupons or getting them discounted. Because again, I think that they're making too much, but it can backfire too. You know what I mean? It can backfire, and they could sell out very quickly. Who was it? Somebody, Conker said he's been getting FOMO emails for the Green Goblin. You know that's getting, you know, that's the original, the first one that was announced. That it's already on running low. So
Blue Shield. You see?
Yes,
I would buy that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I believe that. I believe that 100%. And you know, if I didn't think that, if it wasn't happening with the Mark 46 and the Stormtrooper, I wouldn't believe it. But it's happening, so I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to get as many people as possible to buy full price because they know. And again, the only thing that we're going to miss out if we don't order, you know, through the RSVP is the bonus. That's it. We're still getting the figure, guaranteed. I can guarantee you we're getting that figure. But you're just not going to get the bonus. And I think, not that I think, this is why I always order immediately when it comes to the special bonuses, because, or the exclusives or the special editions, because that's what makes it different. You know, that's what makes it, you know, oh man, you have the special edition. The regular one is worth this, but the special edition is, you know, price and a half just because of that stupid little edition. So that's why I always go for it, because, you know, that's my own thing. But I think everybody who wants the figure is going to get it regardless. Let me see. I'd like to get the figure at Stealth, but it's not something going they could keep. Who's Sugo? Sugo? I don't know Sugo. Selling this for yeah, I don't think it's going to be that much on Sideshow at all. 450? I don't think so. I think it's going to be 300 plus. There's no reason for this figure to be over $400 at all, because that's almost a Mark 46 price. The Mark 46 was 400 and something. I don't think, you know, and it's diecast, so I don't think, and you got that huge base, which, believe me when I tell you, we're always paying for those bases. That's why I really don't like when they give us new figures with those huge bases, because I don't use them anyway, and I know I'm paying for them. So
yeah,
I don't think that this figure is going to be anywhere near $400. I think if anything, max 340, and that's super high. But I think it's going to be, you know, 315, 325, but max 340. I don't think any higher than that.
I'm going to go 305. That's my guess on that there, because it's still a Captain America figure.
Right.
Endgame was what, 285, I think, brand new retail. Endgame was 285.
Yeah, something
like that. Something like that. I can't see it going that much higher, especially with what it's coming with. But yeah, listen.
But remember too, though, they get you with the price also because of the whole exclusive thing. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the thing. They're trying to bring that back. But the problem that I have with Sideshow, and when it comes to this stuff here, is that, you know, Sideshow likes to portray this as something that, you know, you got to get it now or you're going to miss out. And then you know what happens when you miss out. You're going to pay a fortune to do that. But they're not limiting the numbers. Like someone just said, perfect timing here. So Boba Fettuccine says it right here. Yeah, from what I hear, they're lowering numbered runs and how many they will make based on the amount of pre-orders. That's ideally what we want to see and hear. But the question is, are they really doing that? And when is that going to start? If that's really going to happen? Because right now, there's such an influx of a product out there. Hot Toys still needs to make money. They're still in a pandemic. I mean, so a lot of people already know that they've heard that, you know, they've taken loans from the Chinese government to keep afloat during COVID. I mean, how are you going to replace that money that you're trying to put into the business again? Right. I
think what's really happening is the numbers are not going to go down, at least not anytime soon. But they want you to think the numbers are going down. That's why you having all these, you know, we have Spooktacular. We just came off of, I forgot the last event at Sideshow, but there's been like an event every single month for almost the last 4 months.
Yep, you got to keep RSVPing for them too.
Right, you're trying to build that whole like urgency, like, hey, we got an event going on. It's marketing. Anybody who's done any kind of marketing for it, it's all about not what you're selling, it's how you're selling it. And what I think what they're doing is they're trying to sell it in a way where the way it used to be, where it really was exclusive, where you really had no choice. You had to pre-order. You couldn't wait for a popular reviewer to show you the figure before you bought it. You had to take your chance and you had to go for it. And they want to bring that back, but at the end of the day, they need to make money. And I'm pretty sure sales are down because they're doing way more discounts than they've ever done before. So you got to wonder that they still need to make a profit, but they want you to buy at the price that they're listing for. They don't want to have to discount unless they have to.
Correct.
And I think this is part of the attack of doing it. The emails with the new Green Goblin, like I forgot who mentioned. I think it was Conquer who mentioned it there. And all these other things. I think the numbers are still the same, at least right now, because it takes too long to make a change that quickly. As far as how you're gonna numbers this here, they got orders already on orders here. So if they're trying to do this new strategy now, they can't just flip the switch and say, okay, we're gonna cut it off now. No, they have pre-orders now. So I think maybe forward in the next year or two, maybe hopefully the numbers go down, which is great for collectors because the value of your figures are going to stay more on track the way it used to be. But for now, right now, I'm going to do the Mad Max meme. That's bait. That's bait right there.
Yeah, no, I believe it too. Like I said, the only thing is to get people that just the fact that they're saying special bonus, that's their hook. Getting people excited for that special bonus to be able to pay, that special bonus costs them nothing. But it's going to get you to pay full price for a figure that they know that once it's in stock, you're going to use coupons on. So I think that's what they're doing. I think they're trying to get those 300 people to pay full price for it. And then, whatever's left over, they don't care because then you can use whatever coupons. That's why I've never in my entire life, I have literally under my rewards, I have about 10 coupon codes just sitting there because they just been sending them out just for you to buy things that are in stock, and they just don't care. They just rather you buy it at a discounted price than not buy it at all.
Yeah.
So it's
I got Echo coming in. Not to cut you off. I got Echo coming in tomorrow. Right, brand new figure, just hit the inventory now for in stock, and I used a bunch of points through all these little events and like a discount code that I got from my last purchase, and I use that coupon. I'm getting it tomorrow shipped for under $200.
Yep. No, that's what it is, and that's what they're trying to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting a hot tooth? Yes, I ordered. I ordered a few already. I haven't pre-ordered the 2 Jills.
I'll be right back, Fabs.
Go ahead. The 2 Jills. I have her with the shorts on. I have her with the pants on because those are the 2 different versions of her. I have the entire Resident Evil line from Hot Toys. And I have the Damn Toys Leon, the original one that first came out. And I'm just waiting for Jill. I never ordered Jill before, but now with the 2 new Jills that are coming out, I'm getting. Conquer, as yes, Sideshow is being very shady. Yeah, well, desperate 100% because they've been, Toys Wonderland is killing them. So they have to figure out a way to, to make that money back or be smart about getting more sales and stuff. But there's 300 available. It's not 300 figures. It's the special bonus, and I can guarantee you that. There's no way they're just putting 300 of these figures up when Mark 46 is up there, and they got plenty. When Stormtrooper, I can guarantee you there's plenty. So, yeah, don't freak out over that. If you want the special bonus, fine. But if you don't, then you're gonna get the figure either way. So much for waiting on reviews, then buying the figure. Yeah, happens. Carlos, my friend, what's up, man? What's going on? Thank you for being here. From what I hear, this new pre-order model started with the issue of RoboCop. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't know that. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I see like what happens like as a pattern, like with like recently, but like from RoboCop, that's a long time ago. Mark 46 and Echo on Sideshow seconds. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Yeah, but I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to avoid. They're trying to get people to pay, full price and trying to avoid them to use too many codes and too many things. But they give them to you anyway, just so you could keep spending money on things that are in stock. One thing I noticed that happened to me, I have a lot. I don't know if you guys know that there's a bunch of different coupon codes and they start differently. Some of them start with the word thanks. Those are the $25 off coupon codes. If you use them, so for the longest time, I've always been able to, if a figure is literally just dropped for pre-order right now and you use that code, it always works. It always works. I've noticed that if you wait a couple of days, it won't work anymore. And I tried using it for a couple of figures. It doesn't work. So I called them up and I said, what's the problem? Oh, maybe it's not available for those figures. I said, no. And the reason I know this is because when the figures were available, as soon as they were available for pre-order, I inserted those codes into the order to see which one was going to work out better. So some would give you $20, some give you $15, some give you $25. So I was trying out to see which ones work. So some of them didn't work, obviously, but the ones that worked were the $20 ones and the $25 ones. I waited a couple days, stopped working. So that's another thing you guys got to look out for. And before we're going to cut this short because we're going to be also, guys, stick around for the Jedi Knights Watch. We're going to be on there as well, D'Lo and I, at 10 o'clock. So that's always a good show. So if you guys want to have some more fun, stay tuned for that. It's going to be 10 o'clock Eastern time. Carlos, a quick question. Is this recast with a bonus? Is this a recast with a bonus? Oh, I don't know. But you know what I just noticed? Noticed? Didn't he? Maybe I'm wrong, but this shield, is this what he had in the movie? Didn't he have the faded shield?
What do you mean? Like in what movie you're talking about? You talking about Endgame or Winter Soldier?
Endgame. Did he have this shield? I thought he had another shield.
He didn't have a shield until Tony gave him his shield back. Remember? He hasn't had it since Civil War. That's
what I thought. Yeah, no. All of a sudden, this shield just popped, and I was like, "Wait, maybe it's a different. It's this shield that we're getting as a bonus." But quick question: is this a recast with a bonus? Oh, I don't know. We don't know what the bonus is. We have no idea. We're trying to figure out what it could be, but no, they didn't say anything about it, Carlos. So we don't have an idea. And one thing I wanna bring up to you guys real quickly that may excite a lot of you guys. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Hot Toys I guess they got the license for Harry Potter. So I don't know if that means 6-scale figures for you guys. I know a lot of people may be very excited about this, but they've never had this before. And these Cos babies are very, they say a lot about what's coming a lot of the times. If you see them here first, the figure may come in the future in 1/6 scale. So this is a lot of Harry Potter stuff here for those who love Harry Potter. So I wanted to point that out for those people who haven't seen it. So very exciting for you guys. I mean, I haven't gotten, like I said, I've never seen the movies. I've never gotten anything, but let me tell you something. If they come out with these figures, I have to get them because these will be the figures that they'll really limit, and then I'll be the only one without them. So, I'm definitely getting them when they come out, and that'll probably force me into watching the movies as well.
Yeah, you really should watch the movies, bro. I'm looking at you sideways. Like, how are you not watching the movies yet?
And one more thing, I wanted to. So the announcements. So the Soup Bike is shipping soon. For those who are waiting for it. This thing is beautiful. So that's coming soon. Shipping, I think it's coming into the warehouse on the 28th, and then they'll ship it within 10 days. So that's coming soon. Captain Carter as well. She's going to be coming soon for you guys. I think she's already shipping, or she's going to be shipping today, tomorrow. I don't know when, but she's also coming soon as well for those who ordered her. And what was the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick? Hold on. Let me see if I could find it. Those two items. Yeah, no, that's it. Oh, wait, here. Let me see. Oh, the Batman. We didn't get to the Batman. Tales of the Jedi comes out. Yes, I saw that. That's good. That looks interesting. It looks like a lot of fun. Hopefully it's a good show. Harry Potter. Yep. Let's go. 6-scale line is going to be, if they go that way, which I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't know if when you buy a license, they limit you to what kind of toys you can make from it, but who knows? No, those days are gone. Those days are gone. All right. So, Batman, look at this thing. What do you think of this Batman?
It looks really sharp, man. I like it a lot. I mean, there's a lot of material on that I know Hot Toys would never do, because I don't like Hot Toys Batman capes. I always want them getting a custom one from somebody.
Yep.
This is like the best looking Batman cape I've seen on a 1/6 figure. I mean, it's wired. The material is very realistic as well. So I mean, this thing is looking really good. The only thing I'm not sure about is just I don't know because that movie's so dark. I don't remember the suit being this dirty. Like I think this might be overdoing like the weathering on this one here. I could be wrong, but I mean, it was such a dark movie I couldn't tell. I
Well,
mean, have you seen it?
well, yeah, I saw it twice. So what I noticed is, and I'm going to show you this, the way that they have their suit color. I think it's a lot lighter than Hot Toys. Hot Toys' color is very dark. This
Right.
is very gray. So I don't know if this is meant to be dirty or what, but this looks a lot grayer. And I'm going to show you Batman from Hot Toys real quick. And you're going to see that it's the what do you call it? The color on this Batman is so much darker. See?
Mm-hmm.
See, it's way there's no gray to it. For some reason, this looks way grayer than this. So that's the
But-
one thing I noticed like immediately when I saw the in-art one. It was just super gray, and I was like, why is this gray and this one's dark? See?
I mean, it looks gray, but it's a very dark gray.
It's like a not even, you can't even say gunmetal because I think it's darker than that.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. It could just be up to lighting when it comes to these photos here.
Yeah, but this is way like you could see this is gray. Like you could see this thing looks gray.
But it looks like gray with a mix of like straight up like a pound of dirt was thrown at this thing too. Like it
Yeah, it
feels
looks
like
like
this
dry,
is
like dry sand on it.
like dry. Yes, like dry sand. Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that's the best comparison I can make to it there.
Yeah, no, it looks crazy. But no, it looks. I mean, I like them both. It looks good. I'm not getting this one. But another thing, what do you think of, for example, the price point on this? You know, this is the rooted, this is the sculpted head sculpt, whichever you go with. But
Mhm.
you know, this one was. What were the prices? I don't remember, but it was super expensive. But the Hot Toys, you get all this, and even this suit right here, which is amazing. The fact that they added this, you know, to the
That
to
was
the
a nice detail.
right
Yeah.
to you know, for look how much, $375, and you get all this. And this is not even the one with the light. The one with the light is 500 and change, I believe. Where is it? Come on, load. Here it is. Where's the one with the light?
Keep scrolling down. It's just taking a while to load on your page. There it goes.
Uh,
Wait, didn't that one sell out already? Wasn't that one already waitlisted? Supposedly.
Oh, the one with the light? Oh, maybe you're right. I think you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the regular one. This is the one with the steps, and then with the multiple bases, and then then the other one I think was already on waitlisted. So you're right. So it was like 500 and change. So what do you think of that? What do you think of that price point to get all the stuff that you get with the Hot Toys? You get you get the bat signal, you get the flying suit, you get all those bases, you get the different head sculpt, the different mouthpieces, you get the head sculpt. What do you think of all
Right.
that compared to this?
Well, I mean, price point for what you get for Hot Toys, I think that's a really good price for everything that you're getting with the Hot Toys version of it there. As far as for this one over here, this one looks way more realistic than the Hot Toys one does, in my opinion. Like I think this one looks a lot more realistic. I like the Batman head sculpt itself. I'll be honest, I'm not crazy about the Bruce Wayne head sculpts. I think the Hot Toys one the new one that they updated looks better than this one there, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So,
you think so? Let me
I
pull
think
it up.
so. I mean, unless they updated the photos there, it's not going to be the one that they updated and showed recently. But they updated it recently. It looks a lot better than the first one we got to look at. I don't know. See if you can go through the list. They might not have updated it on Sideshow.
right
You might
here.
have to.
Go where?
You might. I would say, yeah. Like, let me see if that's the updated one. That's not. Is that the updated one? I don't think it is.
Where would the updated one be?
If you go on the Facebook page for Hot Toys, you can probably find it there. I'm sure.
Let me see. Let me see. No, it's not here. It's gonna be.
That's gonna take you forever. That was announced months ago. Go to photos and find the album that says Batman.
Where's photos up top?
Scroll up. Keep scrolling up. All the way to the top. There you go. Photos. Look at albums.
Let's see albums.
On your right there, go to albums. There you go. Find your Batman.
I've never used this feature ever.
Look at that.
Oh,
Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Oh man, let's see. Well, because I always look at the stuff like when it comes out, so there's no need to go backward.
That's true.
Let's see. No, but this is good to know. This is nice. I like how they set all this stuff up. Like Doctor Strange is going to be beautiful.
There it is. Look at that comparison there.
So they updated it to the hair being like this, right?
No. So it looks like that was the original, and I think it's interchangeable.
Hair. Oh, it's a hair.
There you go. There you go. Yeah,
So you're
that looks
saying
good.
That's the yeah. No, that looks really good.
That looks good. That looks like my emo Batman if I've ever seen him.
Emo, yeah. Look at that. You know how many people are going to make customs from so many heads?
Oh, I would love to. You know I like to kit bash.
Yeah, no, this suit is beautiful, man. I like this suit way better than the inner suit.
You think so?
Oh,
I find it a little too skinny.
Yeah, no, I mean, but he was skinny. You know what I mean? He was super skinny.
I mean, he is, but not Batman. When he puts a suit on, he's pretty big.
See, like, look at this and look at this. I
like that one. No,
You think this looks bulkier than this? I don't.
Absolutely.
Think so.
So throw a poll in here real quick. Who wants to vote on this here? Which one looks bigger, the InArt one or the Hot Toys one? I say the InArt one looks bigger.
I don't know.
I mean, in fairness, that picture's pretty far away.
I was gonna say, I wish you could zoom in. Oh wait.
There you go.
Okay, I'm learning computers today. Let's see. No, that's it. Can't do it anymore. I don't know, man. I don't know. Wait, where did it go? There we go. I don't know. I don't know. He looks exactly
bigger.
The same. No way.
Nah.
No way. I think, you know why I think you think he looks bigger? Well, if you look at his upper body, here he looks very narrow. Right here. And then here he looks way wider. I think that's what you're seeing.
Could be.
But look at the legs. Look at the legs. The legs are exactly the same. Look at that. Exactly the same. If anything, these look thicker than these.
They do. He skipped leg day on this one here for sure.
Yeah. So I think that's exactly what we're looking at. I think it's just the way that he looks way wider, way thicker up here. His shoulders look a lot wider than he does here. And I think that has to do with the pose as well, too, no?
I like a little bit from each one. I don't think either one nailed it, but I like certain parts from the InArt one. I like certain parts from the Hot Toys one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly. I think you could pick things from this one and things from the Hot Toys one and make your own figure perfect, I think. Evangeline, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. So let me just finish these comments. I pre-ordered the Hot Toys version with the back. Yeah, no, that I think that's like Thule said. I think that's the better value. $500 and change for everything. Can't beat that.
Oh, no question. For what you're getting out of it, there you can do a lot more things with your imagination to make it like very cool in your display. No doubt about that. There.
And don't forget the bike. The bike is going to be beautiful too.
Bike looks cool. Bike looks very cool.
The inner Batman is almost completely sold out on Spec Fiction. Oh, that's weird. But you could, depending on sold out.
There's ways.
Orders. Yeah, whatever he ordered, maybe. Single Songwriter, what's up, man? Oh, because for 500 regular back, say goodbye. Hot Toys. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for being here, my friend. Single Songwriter. Everybody's saying hi to the man. Single Songwriter. Can't
gracing us with his presence again.
This thing, yeah. Thank you for being here, my friend. Single Songwriter, I agree with you. Yeah, no, it's the money, man. I think it's worth everything. All right, guys. So yeah, I was able to finish everything. We're able to talk about everything. Thank God. So again, don't forget the the raffle's still going on. 19 spots left. If you haven't played yet, I think you should. I think it's the biggest one yet. There's a lot of good choices. I just added the new Mando and the Blur set into the raffle. So if you're looking into that and you don't want to pay, what the retail is, $20 may get you it. And like I said earlier, we're going to be, D'Lo and I are going to be on the Jedi Knights Watch YouTube channel at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you guys for being here with us tonight, and we'll probably see you at some point at the end of the week. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Take care, guys.